Once upon a time, there was a very cautious caterpillar named Carl. He was always very careful and never took any risks. One day, Carl decided to go on an adventure. He wanted to explore the world and see what it had to offer. He set off on his journey, but he was very careful and took his time. He slowly made his way through the forest, taking in all the sights and sounds. He stopped to smell the flowers and listen to the birds. He was so careful that he even stopped to look both ways before crossing a log. Eventually, Carl made it to the edge of a meadow. He was so excited to explore this new place, but he was also very cautious. He slowly made his way across the meadow, taking in all the sights and sounds. He eventually came across a beautiful butterfly. The butterfly was so beautiful that Carl couldn't help but admire it. He wanted to get closer, but he was still very cautious. He slowly made his way closer and closer to the butterfly. Finally, he was close enough to touch it. He reached out his hand and gently touched the butterfly's wings. The butterfly flew away, and Carl was filled with joy. He had taken a risk and it had paid off. He had seen something beautiful and he had been brave enough to get close enough to touch it. From that day on, Carl was no longer so cautious. He was still careful, but he was also brave enough to take risks and explore the world. He had learned that sometimes taking risks can lead to amazing experiences.